Welcome back to the Hook Road Studio. I am Jason Horsler, and this is the second video in a little series I'm putting together for my drum pupils and for the members of Drumba Club, and for anybody else out there who is wanting to try something new perhaps on their drum practice pad. The title of this video would be Flam it, Drag it, Diddle it, Cheese it, Charles it. And what we're doing is we're ornamenting simple stick patterns that you've already become really good at playing. So for example, the paradiddle is going to be the one I'm going to use today. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. So what we're going to do is we're going to flam it. Let's drag it. That one's a little bit clumsy hand to hand like that, so with some of these, as you try these ideas out, you might want to modify what you do. So in this case, I'm going to just play it from one side. And you can play it from the other side too. Then we diddle it. So when I say diddle, I really mean to substitute the accent of the paradiddle with two notes. So if the paradiddle was written in 16s, we're going to play two short 30-second notes in the space of where there was an accent. I'll move from normal paradiddles to diddled paradiddles, which in actual fact are a proper rudiment called dragadiddles. So here we go. This concept of playing a diddle in the space of accent can be quite a lot of fun, and you should really explore it more outside of this lesson idea that I'm developing here in the video. So for example, very quickly you could take something like accented triplets. Right, left, right, left, right, left, and then just diddle the accents. Or you could take an 8-note pattern, something like this. And you could also apply it to things like double paradiddles. So or if you want to just accent the first note, triple paradiddles, paradiddle-diddles, you know, go to town. Let's get back to the paradiddle. So we've diddled the paradiddle and came up with the dragadiddle. Now we go on to something a bit more stranger called a cheese, and you've got to really thank the marching drummers for coming up with that name. A cheese is a diddle with a flam in front of it. So that's the ornament we're going to place onto a paradiddle. So it's a Charles is the next one. We're going to cheese it, Charles it. The Charles is a flam with two diddles. So a Charles will sound like this. So now you're going to have to substitute the first two notes of the paradiddle to make it come out. So it's going to be like this. I really like that one. If you apply this concept to lots of different patterns, you'll accidentally discover some of the official rudiments, and it makes you think that some of the rudiments that have been around for a long, long time, 60 or 70 years, are actually hybrids. So for example, the Rudiments is a hybrid of the single stroke 4 that's been dragged. So it's a dragged single stroke 4, you know. So you've got your single stroke 4, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. We flam it. But if we drag it, Rudiments. Should take it further and see what it sounds like if you Charles it. So that's going to be, first diddle it, so that's going to be, hang on, speed that up, you get lesson 25 from a previous video. And then of course you can cheese it, so becomes, and you can Charles it. And you of course should be able to play it from both sides. lots of surprising results will come out if you ornament these things, and you should also try and ornament the middle of the pattern as well. So you could choose any note in the pattern and make that your target note for ornamentation. And you might need to do this with some of the stranger permutations of, for example, the paradiddle. You'd really battle, for example, in fact it would be impossible to Charles a mill, because it's got 2 right-hand strokes. So at speed it's going to be really hard to play 4 right-hand notes. You'd have to use a Muller technique or something, and it just never would come out as nice. So in the case of a mill, it might be quite fun to try and ornament the middle of the mill. Right, right, left, right. And now you start flamming that. Right, right. That's flammed. That's dragged. And so on and so forth. So play around with these and see what comes out, and you'll be surprised at some of the results. Thanks for watching.